intercept.
Tactical taking fire.
Republic ship count dwindling. Victory conditions approach. Eliminate fighters. Republic cruiser destroyed.
We can do this. Oh shit. So, can I ask a question? What's going on over there with the riots, or not the riots, with the farmers are striking?
Yeah, the how do you call it? The government wants to shut down most of the farmers because of the gases or something like the because of the it's called the warmth of the earth, like it's getting warmer,
Oh,
you know.
climate
The
control.
climate
Yeah,
change.
yeah, climate change.
And they want to change that. But if they want to remove farmers, the food is going to be more expensive. Everything is going to be more expensive because we need to export it. How do you call it?
Which would totally hurt you guys because there's a food shortage right now everywhere else because nobody's really exporting food.
Some things in the stores are just empty. Some
Yeah.
what do you call it?
Alright, so I don't know how you feel about this, but I was watching this guy, and he says you can always follow the money, especially when it comes to stuff. But think about this. Alright, so, in America right now, the number one property in the world, or the number one in America right now, is in Orlando, Florida. They are developing Orlando, Florida right now in a I think it's like a $1.6 billion investment. Okay, so global warming, if it's real, best case scenario is a 20-foot rise in the water. Worst case scenario is a 200-foot rise. If it's a 20-foot rise in water, we're losing Florida. We're actually losing a lot of the East Coast. Right? Correct?
Yes.
Fact. This would be logical fact. Okay. If that was real, no bank would ever invest anything on the East Coast because there would be no way to bring back that to make their.
You just got out. I don't know what you said.
Oh, I was like, what I said is like, if climate change was real, no bank would invest.
Yes.
Because they wouldn't get their money back. I was like, no, climate change is real. We'd lose this 1.6 billion in 20 years, or whatever it was. There'd be no reason to build here. But nobody's saying that, and they do the research and everything like that. Like I said, Orlando, Florida, in America is the number one place right now for developments, and they're developing a shitload of stuff there. Condos, a resort, the whole 9 yards. Because you know why? It's on the beach.
I don't. Oh, makes sense.
Yeah. But like I said, I don't know. I just follow the money, and that's where it always makes sense. Yeah.
Do you have racist, like, how do you call it? Prime ministers? I don't know if you have prime ministers.
No, we have congressmen and senators. And the answer, are they racist, is it's like yes and no. Hard, because once you get to a certain level, you're bought and paid for. So you're not really racist anymore. You're really just, you're following who's paying you. So you support the things they want you to support. So when they're on camera, they're neutral, completely neutral. All except some of them aren't. There are some that are definitely stuck in their ways, but when you're coming up, you have to be neutral. And then once your money is established, then you can say whatever you want. But senators usually become congressmen, and senators usually only last a couple of years. But then you can become or other way around. Sorry, congressmen become senators. Congressmen get term limits. Senators don't. But once you're a senator, there's like it's. Do you know who Louis Black is, the comedian?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, he's a comedian, and he tells a joke. When you're poor, the government has laws to keep you poor. When you're rich, the government has laws to keep you rich. So senators get to make those laws. So they also accused of crimes that like I could be accused of. So like I could get insider trading, which is a federal crime, would cost me money, time, everything like that.
Yes.
They don't, because they're, you know what I mean? So that's how senators make their money, is they know what to invest in. They know, hey, and they can make laws to help this business that they just invested in. It's a real scam. So,
Sounds
like I said, no, it's a racket. You basically get into politics with high-minded goals, and then everybody in politics sells out. And the higher you go up, the more dirt they get on you. So eventually you can only go so far. You're a wrestling fan, right?
No.
No? Damn. I was going to say, well, no, because there's a perfect analogy for this. In WCW, they had a bunch of shitload of talent. Like, if you're a wrestling fan, roster. You don't have to name the roster. But no matter how good you were in the ring, how much loved you, whatever, there was a glass ceiling. You were only going to go so far because your name wasn't this or that or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's how politics is now. And that's where, it's really messed because, like, nobody's are only going to go so far, but people like the Clintons and stuff like that, like her daughter could run and probably be a fucking head of the goddamn DNC. She decided to run for senator because they, you got to be in the big families now to be a part of that. The Bushes, the Clintons, now the Obamas. But if you look at who everybody's married to, they're all married to each other.
Like incest?
Not incest. Like, I think royalty weddings. Like old school, you marry for power.
I was already thinking, what the fuck?
Sorry, my bad. No. Well, you know what? Maybe. I mean, I'm sure there's a Game of Thrones situation where a couple of them are sleeping with their sisters, and I don't know. I can't say for certain, but what I can tell you is like the elites are very, they maintain power, and that's how they stay in power. Because you can, once you're a congressman or not a congressman, once you're a senator, you can make laws to protect your money and everything like that. Like, when Obama was president, one of the big things, because his people was the big farm, the pharmaceutical companies, they are the ones that actually owned Obama. So in his first term, he did a lot of things for them that actually helped them. He made a thing, he basically created a tax where every American has to absolutely have insurance. If you don't have insurance, the tax gets greater. It triples every year.
Damn.
So basically, you know, first year, it's not that much. It's like $90. You're like, whatever. Okay. It's $270. Or, you know, whatever. Okay. It's still cheaper than insurance. And now you get the next year goes up to fucking like $1,000, $1,200, whatever it was. And people are like, oh, it's still cheaper than insurance. But that's what he did. He created laws to help them. Because, it's another comedian, Robin Williams, used to say, I wish senators, congressmen, and the president would wear like NASCAR who's paying them, so we know who's actually paying for all their shit.
Yes.
Reinforcements are here. 2 minutes.
But no matter what, it's always people with old money you can establish back to fucking like basically the early 1900s. Maybe even further back if you do the digging.
How are you on top with 0 kills?
Objective.
Wait, I'm getting called by my mom. Wait, 2 seconds.
Oh, do you think?
Hallo? Wat is dat? Allang. Echt wel, ik ben nu aan het gamen. Ja. Een broodje. Ah, gekocht. Lekker frikandelbroodje. Ja, die is lekkerder dan die zelf maken.
Je kamer net op. Als je op vakantie bent, dan heb ik gewoon de hele kamer kunnen ruimen zonder alle kleren op.
Is goed.
En als je op vakantie wil, dan weet je wel kunnen kiezen in de kleren.
Dat klopt.
En wie brengt jullie naar de vliegveld?
Dat gaan we vandaag nog bespreken.
Oké, maar ik wil nog weten dat jullie verzekerd zijn en zo.
Ja, is goed. Dat...
Al die brieven die hij heeft, wil ik ook hebben. Alle vluchten er zijn.
Dan moet u mij even meebellen vanavond. Dan moet u mij even meebellen vanavond.
Nou, je zegt gewoon, ik wil alle papieren die jij hebt gekregen, alle bevestigingen die ik ook heb.
Ja, dan belt u mij vanavond mee.
En dat is voor thuis.
Dat is voor wat?
Ja? Voor thuis vlucht. Ik als moeder zijde wil gewoon weten welke vlucht je hebt. Zodat we ook met de ouders kunnen overleggen. Ik kan jullie elkaar zeggen, nou, als ik iets op je college met elkaar. Snap je?
Mhm.
En de lijst van alle andere ouders. Gewoon telefoonnummers meer just in case.
Ja, dan moet u vanavond even meebellen.
Ja, maar zeg maar gewoon dat wij op moment zijn met als ik even vliegen, dat wij zo wat te maken hebben. Niet lekker zitten zonder gegevens, dus wat is met gegevens natuurlijk.
Ja, I know, ik weet hoe het werkt, maar bel maar vanavond gewoon mee, want ik ga het allemaal vergeten.
Oké, dan moet je mij maar even bellen op dat moment dat jullie in gesprek zijn.
Waar bent u heen?
Ja, je gaat toch in gesprek met die jongelui, weet ik veel, en ik ben gewoon thuis.
Ja, ik toch ook.
Oké,
Tot zo. Doei. Groetjes, groetjes. Goed aan tante Rut. Dank u wel. Nee, ik hoorde het niet. Zei ze?
Als ik je niet meer zie, een hele fijne podcast.
Dank u wel.
Nou, doei, oké, kijk.
Dank u. Hoi. I'm back.
Target destroyed.
That's awesome. How is your mom? She doing well?
Yeah, she is.
Don't worry, I'm just being facetious. I'm annoying. I don't have the best relationship with my mom, but they're moms, you know. My cousin said it the best one time. I asked her how her mom was. She's like, everybody loves her but me. She's my mom. And it's like, all right, yeah, that's how it is. Yeah. Everybody likes my mom. Like my cousin was saying, it's like your mom's awesome. Like my mom sucks. Stop saying that. So I get it. But it's always good to maintain a good relationship with your parents if you can. I myself go a month with my dad, or not lunch, breakfast. Just me and him, so we can talk. Well, I take the boy too, but.
Lock doors open. Reactors exposed. Hit them with everything you've got before they get their shields back online.
That's it for me. It's on you now.
They're going. Him and I are going to be the last two fucking members of our family. Everybody in my family's sick as shit. It's terrible.
I shot the wrong thing, not like this, man.
It's alright.
Why is no one getting in here?
I'm in there, we're hitting it.
I have the wrong class for this, I've been intercepted. You need a bomber for this.
We need fucking the Millennium Falcon for this. Whoever's the hero needs to get in there and fucking destroy this thing.
Shields are back online. Get out of there. The blast doors are closed.
Hey, but look, I got a kill for you. Are you happy?
Just one?
Dude, I don't know. This is an objective mission. You do the objective, you get a shitload of points.
I do both.
So do I. Well, not really. I just do objective, and it works.
I just like dogfights.
I know. They're fun.
Mostly I like them in Battlefield, because it's pretty realistic.
With the planes.
Yeah, the real ones from World War II. That's one thing I really like about World War II is the planes, you know, the how fast the, how do you call it? The manufacturers were with designing new things.
Oh yeah, I was watching this thing one time, like planes are something crazy. Because they were the quickest thing we used to get into the quickest thing, like upgraded into being like, no, we have to like get this into war. Like how quickly we made it into a war machine.
Yeah.
It's just weird. You know, cars still, you know, took a little bit. Da Vinci had plans for a tank, but had no way to... Can you imagine that, though?
But have you ever seen the movie about, I don't know what it's exactly called, but it's, wait, I'm getting shot off now. It's a short movie from World War II in black and white, and it's the guys are going to Berlin to I think they're going to bomb the Berlin, but they were intercepted by the newest generation of jets.
Ooh.
I think it was, what's it called? The Messerschmitt 2 no, I think like that, something like that. And it was so fast. You hear the fear in the voice, like, oh no, it was going so fast, like we were standing still.
Nice.
Just imagine the fear you have when they have completely new things, while you are way behind.
That's the story of World War I. Did you ever hear about the trench guns?
I didn't. Actually.
Shotguns were created for World War I. So by the time nobody was using them. When the Americans got involved with the war, that's why they did, because we started using the trench guns, which could take out multiple people in a trench quicker than any of the weapons at the time. They were so effective that that's, like I said, it shifted the balance of the war. After the war, Germany actually did a petition to the UN. They were like, they wanted them deemed crimes against, because they were so good, effective at, And it's one of those things, like you say, like, yep, it's because that was a new breed of gun. No one had ever seen that gun before. It literally ended trench warfare, and World War II had to be fought in completely different terms. But I was joking around last night. We were like, man, you know what they ought to go back to? Just stand up, straight up, people standing across the field and shooting at each other. So you got up there.
Strategic calculations can't beat know-how and ingenuity.
But I'm going to jump off here. I have to shower, and like I said, I got to run some errands.
All right.
But I will be back on later. I am off all day. I should be back within a couple hours.
All right.
No work today, so Brian gets to do whatever. The boys out of school. I was going to go swimming, but it's raining, so out of it.
Oh, is it raining?
Yeah.
The sun shines big here. No clouds inside.
That's awesome. My last name is Blankenship, so like we have a German background, everything like that. This is our German, Dutch, whatever you want to say.
I think it's German.
Oh, sorry. Let me back out of the thing. But yeah, I was gonna say no. It's I think that's why we get along,
Okay, how do you spell it? The ship?
SHIP.
I don't know actually. Could be both. Could be German or could be Dutch.
I recently got into an argument with somebody, and they said it was Dutch. I was like, I was always told it was this.
Yeah, you have called you have like Blankenship. That's the Dutch thing. It's not really a thing, but you call it like that. But Blankenship is more. It sounds more German. Blankenship.
Definitely from that area. But no doubt, I'll be back on later.
All right.
Yeah, man.